Hey, good afternoon, YouTube. Checking in. It'll be a lunchtime drive chat rant, I think. I got some ranting to do too, I guess, not just talking. But still seeing a lot of videos about the Jade Helm. Obviously, the kickoff of the exercise is supposed to come up. But I'd like to reiterate to people that if you are observing something, at least in the comment box or something, describe it a little better. There's like videos of things that mean absolutely nothing except your imagination. When you see a train full of supplies or whatever, which direction is it going? There was one yesterday I saw from Pete Santilli, had a train leaving Beaumont, Texas. Well, quickly you do a little research on that, and well, Beaumont, Texas is a major port facility. So a train going to or from there with supplies like that is almost inconsequential. It really doesn't mean a whole lot. So people need to put more information in there and thought into what they're doing or what they're putting out. Because now significant stuff was that stuff going on in Flint, Michigan. That's some significant activity and very, very unusual, especially when you consider the damage that was done to private property. That's red radar stuff right there. That's not nothing to be fluffed off. You just don't go into private cities and operate like that and cause damage, especially after curfew, basically what would be considered sleep hours, which usually if you go to train in a private area, 2200 is the deadline. They make you cease fire and artillery on military bases at 2200 just so the local population doesn't get disturbed, who's more used to it. So that's very, very disturbing news that out of Flint there. I'd keep my eyes on anything out for anything like that in the future. That's more red alert stuff than a lot of these movements of, there was one of a couple trucks going to tow in a couple of howitzers. My goodness, it's not even a full battery of artillery. That doesn't mean anything. It's just a movement, and it was on a week before a weekend, and there's an artillery training camp right up the road from it. That means absolutely zero, in my opinion. Anyway, so enough with the Jade Helm. People keep your eyes open, but just put more info behind it when you do see something, so hopefully somebody can do some analysis, but more information is better. Just making a video and saying, oh look, Jade Helm is irresponsible at the minimum, if not ignorance. So I would just, please people, please, for everybody's sanity and for the, put some rational thought into stuff. The emotional stuff is not going to work with the general populace. So there's that. Sounds like, looks like, smells like the ATF and DoJ are continuing with some gun control, ammo control ban regulations. Dang it, I forgot her name now. She posted on a different channel. Are you ready for it? Posted on a different channel. Back up to the M855 ban, how it was getting pushed through a different way. And I forget what she calls her channel. Anyway, we know that they're going to backdoor it any way they can. Between import bans and gun bans, they're talking about the AK and AR pistols being NFA items just because they say so. Hey, I like what Lobo says. I don't follow gun laws anyway. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. But it is going to cause problems, and it's just flat out going to cause problems. Like Haas and those guys did up in Oregon, it's going to take severe acts of disobedience to push this stuff off. So that's definitely an interesting occurrence and a good follow-up there of getting the info for us. Yeah, tons of good info flying around out there that I definitely can't keep up with because there's obviously a lot of stuff going on. You've got between those two issues, which are probably the most eye-opening, I guess, to just the regular, it seems like every day a police officer stepping across the line, And again, you just got to look at, well, they're getting trained by the feds. What do you expect? The feds are training a bunch of thugs. Your local jurisdiction is not responsible for the training anymore. It's all federal curriculum. So you're getting treated as domestic tourists. Gotten a discussion on Twitter the other day about, or was it? No, it was another social media. About the TSA, and I made the statement of they said, do you claim sovereignty? And I was like, even if I did, if you have to prove that I'm not sovereign by groping me and hindering my travel and freedom of commerce, then who has the problem? Is it the person who claims sovereignty, or the person who's infringing on somebody's natural rights? That's we've got a lot of education to do, for sure. The populace at large and the people who do these things, and this includes the police, TSA, all these things, it's been inoculated in them that they have the right, that the rights not lie with the people. And it's that's part of what we do here on YouTube, pushing that education piece of hey people, you need to realize the individuals possess rights. The only thing the government is supposed to do is have a mediocre, small piece of authority to do certain things, and that never involves violating somebody's rights. So, always interested there. But the thing that's baffling me, that I guess I'll just do a short rant on, is there is a movement. There's two movements that, for one, I think are irrelevant. Two, are disturbing in some respects, and three, are not going to win anybody over to any certain cause, or especially the cause of freeing ourselves from a tyrannical government or world organization, government, whatever. One is this flat Earth idea. I've seen so much posted on this on G+, it blows my mind. I don't think I've seen any videos, and if I did, I didn't click on them, that's for sure. People are trying to push that we've been lied to, at NASA's lied to us about the round Earth, and it just makes your head hurt thinking about the thousands and thousands of sailors who basically proved it was a round Earth, hundreds of years before NASA even existed, right? There's a roundabout for you, Stinger. I know you don't like them. But yeah, these flat Earth people just blow my mind. And having sailed around the world, essentially, circumnavigated the globe, I guess, it makes the head hurt even more. And then there are the Hitler apologists who say Hitler had it right. And there's people who's also, Hitler was a Jew, so he was in on the whole Jewish conspiracy to rule the world. It doesn't get anybody anywhere. And it hurts the mind to think about how you would get to that rational point. 70 years of lies in history and all this other stuff about how Hitler had it right with the extermination of the population. People, you're not on my side. I don't believe in exterminating anybody unless they're coming to exterminate me, I guess you'd say, or somebody else. That's who, the enemy will be who they show themselves to be. But to go out and just start executing people for any reason is not good on any part by anybody. So you people, I don't know how it gets out there. This stuff's roaming around. But on a good note, I want to do a shout out for the Immortal. I think he's kind of new to YouTube. Well, I think he may have been on YouTube for a while, but he just started doing videos. Really good information, really well spoken. Gets the information across in a way I think a lot of people can understand. And really experienced military guy. So go check it out, his channel. I'll put a link in the box below. Seems like he's got a really square head on his shoulders, which is good. Not like it's literally square, but you know what I mean. So, just good to say hi to everybody. Haven't done a video in a while, but I don't know. Not a lot to show, and I got even less to say, I guess. But keep your head on a swivel, stay alert, Keep doing what you're doing to prepare for the worst or best, and live free.